Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Eagles about to kick it away and get this season started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Hampton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Criswell. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First down for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UNC! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's McGowan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that on that play.
Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Boston College wants to play fast. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Oh, look out, there he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? time the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. On the move is the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Carolina 7, Boston College 0.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Scrambling away. He's going to fire to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Gonna run it. It's Hampton. Makes his man miss. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handle.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Finds his target down the middle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Criswell. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, it's out! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Lucky you are correct. That's one of those things when the out, it literally looks like it's a GIF or it's in slow motion, and the ball takes 13 seconds to hit the ground and get out of bounds. The offense was counting every second. Thank goodness got the big break, and now still has the chance to go take the lead in this ball game.
He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he's looking downfield, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Wide open downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Eagles. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back. And, man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
He's now up to 52 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing.
And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Hampton. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Criswell. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And excellent vision to find. There and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some batting.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An 84-yard drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, UNC! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He lets it fly. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He wants to go deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
North Carolina.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Boston College right back to the line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella and tight end.
Second down after that incompletion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Try to get it to the edge.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just feeds the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He goes out of bounds, but he just